everybody. No, really. The ratings for Kiss are doing really, really well. And I just want to thank everybody for listening, because although you might think I sit up here and diss and everything like that, I'm just a positive person trying to do a positive thing, trying to have a little bit of fun and make my mark in the world. Thank you very much for listening to Kiss. Really.
Wendy Williams has been polarizing since the beginning of her career. This is why people loved her as passionately as people hated her. When she got sick and fell into her alcohol-induced stupor, it was no surprise that many people were happy to see that the Queen had finally been humbled by life's trials and tribulations. And as of recently, we found out that she doesn't have dementia, as reported by her guardian, Sabrina Morisey. Basically, Wendy has been held against her will and gaslit into thinking that she couldn't take care of herself, so that Sabrina Morisey and the likes could pad their pockets with all the money she spent her life working for. She relentlessly pursued stories and carved out space in the hip-hop sector of tabloid media, only to have her autonomy stripped away by people who saw her vulnerability as a business opportunity. But to quote an old proverb, what's sauce for the goose is sauce for the gander. Which brings us here today, where I'll be breaking down why Method Man hates Wendy Williams. In 2006, when Wendy was still hosting her radio show at WBLS in New York, she exposed Method Man's wife for having cancer. Apparently, one of the nurses from the hospital she would go to got wind of who she was and thought it'd be smart to send the information over to the Queen of Gossip. And in true Wendy fashion, she shared it with her audience.
Through a situation just recently, man. How did that resolve itself? Everything all right now?
I'd like to know how you found out.
MTV.
MTV, what did they say?
They said that you were going through something with your wife. Like, I think she was sick or something like that, right?
Yeah, she was sick.
Is she all right now?
I'd like to thank Wendy Williams for bringing that to the masses, because she didn't have to go on the radio and say that shit. I like to keep stuff like that private, but yeah, she was sick.
But everything's all right now. All right.
Better than what it was.
Well, then that's what's up, man.
Definitely
That's what's
better
up.
than what it was.
That's what's up, man. I know a lot of us go through it, you know what I mean?
I be feeling like, yo, that ain't nobody fucking business right there, though. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel about it and shit. That's her business. She didn't want anybody to know about it, you know what I'm saying? And I respected her wishes right there. So for the media to bring that and put that shit out there like that, I think that shit is mad tacky and disrespectful.
Yeah, well, you know what? We won't even run that, man, so don't even worry about it.
No, y'all can run that. I want that to be ran. I'm talking about as far as the way it was done in the beginning, because she's past all that now. But when it was going on and all that, and people, it was done by, I'm going to give you, Wendy Williams did it. All right, her. She's the one that did it. You can attack me any way you want to. I'm in the entertainment business, but you don't attack my family, man. My wife ain't had nothing to do with that, man. Had all nothing to do with that. You did not have to do that. Her family members didn't even know she was sick. We still live in our same community where we used to live at. The people that lived around us didn't know she was sick till you said that shit. And everybody looking at her, staring at her. You know how uncomfortable that makes somebody feel, especially somebody that's going through chemo? Stupid ass bitch. Bad enough she didn't have her hair on her head. You think she wants people staring at her, pointing at her, talking about how sick she is? Nobody knew anything until Wendy Williams said that shit.
She hasn't won a lot of fans, man.
She doesn't have any fans, and the people that listen to her just as fucking dumb, because the bitch is an idiot, man. She's a fucking idiot, man. It's like she can say whatever she want to say about me. I never call up there for shit. She can say whatever she want to say. But you don't attack my fucking family, man. You gotta be out your fucking mind, lady. For real, you gotta be out your motherfucking mind, man. I ain't no regular okey doke nigga, man. I ain't no insane Justin Timberlake ass nigga, man. Come from Park Hill, Staten Island, Park Hill, nigga. You been on my block, you know where I'm from. You been on my block, these fucking little niggas around there. Think I don't know, sniffing, blow, sucking these niggas off and shit, I know. However you want to do it, Wendy, but me, I'm not going to do it verbally. I'm not going to come on your little show and try and bark on you and shit like that. Nah, man, I'm a street nigga. You'll see me.
Now, I love Wendy Williams and what she's contributed to pop culture, but that was pretty fucked up. So I'm not mad at anyone who doesn't fuck with her now, especially Method Man and his family. Sure, the times were different and people weren't as sensitive, but I think most of us can agree that this was way too much. I always saw this story as a cautionary tale to never be so blinded by my own ambition that I lose my integrity and my morals. I think that when you're on a high from being the one to successfully expose something and your audience now see you as somewhat of an authority figure in the space, it's easy to lose focus on shit that actually matters. And that's what Wendy did here. It was nasty, and knowing what I know, it was vindictive too. Well, what are you talking about, Penny? You might ask. Well, When Wendy put out her memoir a few years ago, she finally spilled the tea about she and Method Man having a one-night stand while he was actively in a relationship with his then girlfriend, later turned wife, Tamika.
The only thing I did, I smoked a blunt with with Method Man, while I gave him a bath, and it was a one-night stand. And
what?
And he'll deny it, maybe not. You know,
that wasn't in the movie.
It wasn't in the movie. It wasn't in the movie because Method Man is still very angry at me.
For what?
I don't know, for being me, for telling the truth. It was one night we were in the club, a fight broke out and gunshots broke out.
Now, my common sense tells me that it was only a one-night stand because Method Man said so. Shit, after all the flirting and bathing and doing the most before she gave the coochie up, she probably hoped that it'd be something ongoing and long term. And it wasn't. So after Wendy spilled that tea, Method Man's wife Tamika took to her Instagram to address Wendy. She wrote, "For years, I kept my silence while Wendy Williams launched constant verbal attacks against my husband, myself, and our family. In the past, I ignored her lies, innuendos, and blatant attempts to provoke us. But Wendy has proven again and again that she's incapable of any decency. Her obsession with our lives has reached a new low, and I'm tired of taking the high road." In an obvious attempt to increase ratings for her sad biopic, her struggling TV show, and her burnt out career, Wendy has once again targeted my husband. It's a pattern that she has repeated for years. When I was diagnosed with cancer years ago, Wendy shared my personal medical information with her listeners, live on air during her radio broadcast. She didn't care that she was violating my right to privacy, or that I hadn't shared the news of my diagnosis with my family and friends yet. She never apologized, never expressed any regret whatsoever. Despite my anger, I chose not to respond publicly to her unhealthy fixation with my husband and our marriage. It was clear that she was sick and that she was struggling with a lot of issues, including self-hate and low self-esteem. Over the years, those issues have made her increasingly ugly, both inside and out. And no amount of plastic surgery can fix the ugliness inside of her. Instead of using her platform to uplift women, she spent her career attacking marriages while her own fell apart. She criticized celebrities battling addictions despite her own struggles with substance abuse. There's no limit to how low she will go in the name of making headlines. Her career is on life support, her husband has abandoned her, and the ratings for all of her projects are down. She's desperate for attention and is trying to use my husband's popularity as a way to get her name trending. How sad that a woman who was once revered in the entertainment industry has reduced herself to a tabloid side note and circus freak. For the record, my marriage is solid, my husband continues to enjoy a successful career, and Wendy will forever be one of the most miserable bitches on the planet. The reason why he was probably on some freaking flea type shit was because of her job. Or he could have really been high, and once he came down, he had buyer's remorse. So he didn't want no more. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because nothing about prissy ass Wendy Williams gives one night stand. Not on purpose. Or that could be the very reason why she got a little slutty. Child, especially the way she gave Corinne Steffentel when she came up to her show to promote Confessions of a Video Vixen a year prior.
Alrighty, everybody, it's the Wendy Williams Experience. Book is in stores now. It's called, Confessions of a Video Vixen by Karen Steffens. From this point on, we'll refer to her as Superhead. That's what she named herself. And here she comes by herself. You look like you've been crying a little bit, or up late, or getting high. One of the two. Or angry.
No, actually, I'm really busy.
How are you?
On tour.
It's nice to meet you too. Now, stay with the microphone. You will have no problem doing that. Just stay with the microphone.
I'm trying to get my big ass in this chair.
Well, it's not that big. I mean, you're not a big woman. You breast implants.
Yes.
Yeah. Who paid for those?
I did eventually.
Okay. When did you get them? Or your first?
I got them.
Is that your first set?
This is my first set. I'm gonna go get my second set. I've had them for like 7 years now. I got them right after my son was born. He's 7.5. Yeah,
you gotta change those every 7 to 10 years.
7 to 10 years. So I'm gonna be working on my second set.
Now, will you go up?
I'm being told not to go up, but I'm inclined to go up just a little.
Okay. Now, what up to next? What size is that?
Well, this is a full C, and it's really appropriate, but
it is. But you're inappropriate, so you should probably. I mean, wear it.
I'm a little politically incorrect.
Yes. So wear that. Yeah, do a D.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to get too deep into the book because I'm working on something else related to it, but for those who didn't know, Corinne named everyone in the book except the character she referred to as Papa. When the book first dropped, everyone was speculating about who Papa was, but she never confirmed it. Some people guessed LL Cool J, but we wouldn't learn it was none other than sexy-ass Method Man until she revealed it in her second book, Vindicated. Perhaps just maybe Wendy was salty when Corinne came up there promoting a book where she reveals intimate details about a man who just fucked and fleed her. Granted, Method Man was screwing Corinne, then ignoring her for months at a time too, but he did call her back, and she got a little more than wee for the night, which can't be said for Wendy. In Confessions, Corinne writes, "Papa had always been more than my lover. He was easily my best friend and the one person who I knew loved me." Here's this young, beautiful 20-something-year-old coming into Wendy's space, bragging about loving on a man who freaked and fleed her. Now, mind you, Wendy's prissy ass has her nose turned up at this girl who she perceives as a whore. But the whore got just a little more attention from the man you only hit once, so clearly you ain't all that much better, no shade. Child, it seems to me that the way Miss Steffens described Papa's loving in the book pissed Wendy off. Same with Tyra Banks, but with Chris Webber, allegedly. Tension between women can always be traced back to either control or a man. It just always works out that way. And when you look at all of this, the grudges, the secrets, the humiliation, the ego, one might ask, what else could it be but karma spinning the block? How many times can you play with people's pain before life gives you a taste of your own? How can you move through the world exposing everyone else's wounds while ignoring the ones you created? And when it's your turn and it's time for the boomerang to come back, who gets to decide how hard it hits you? Who gets to decide what's fair? Maybe Wendy's downfall isn't just a tragedy. Maybe it's the universe returning the energy she put out. You know, exploiting someone's sickness for your own self-aggrandizement. What's the price to be paid? Well, this was a really fun video for me to make, and I hope you all enjoyed it. If you made it this far, you might as well hit the like button and make sure you're following me on all socials. I am Penny Isaac, and I'll talk to you all in my next video.